I set out a year and a half ago on a weight loss journey from 435 pounds, and I've dropped a considerable amount of weight throughout this weight loss journey. It turned into a whole bunch of different things, different scenarios, some problems, some hurdles, some interesting blood work that I've been getting done lately. Hopefully we got some progress. Well, that's not exactly what I was looking for, so okay. Well, now when the carnivore diet was suggested to me, I thought it was absolute nonsense. I wanted to debunk it. I wasn't in the right state of mind to really consider the carnivore diet seriously, so I was seriously out to debunk the carnivore diet and try to disprove all of the stuff that I was hearing over the internet and through all these other random people that I just didn't believe. Now, I know there's millions of people out there just like me that don't believe the carnivore diet works, and I'm no different than them. I didn't believe any of this was going to be true until I actually tried it, experienced it, and some of these wonderful things did start happening to me. Now here, I just recently went and got some blood work done at my doctor's office. So you know how empowering it makes a person feel after a year and a half of weight loss, and now I can just leave the doctor's office without having to take a trip to the pharmacy? That has been a long time coming, and all I have got to say is I got tons and tons and tons of good news as a result of this doctor's visit, and I can't wait to talk about it. And in very short time, I did get my blood work panel back. This was probably the fastest results I've ever gotten back for blood panels, just to see, where I'm at in my diet, because I had no idea that I could do this. So here's what my doctor said. Your glycemic control is excellent, as indicated by your very good triglycerides and A1C. The rest of your lipid profile is about the same, though your cholesterol HDL ratio has actually trended towards improvement over the past decade. That means my cholesterol levels from the standard American diet to now, where I eat nothing but meats and fats, has improved. Really? From traditional teaching, this should be exactly opposite of what I'm experiencing right now and what I've actually gotten proof of in this time frame. This is crazy to me, because I eat a lot of bacon, I eat a lot of eggs, I eat a lot of steak every day. Given the amount of saturated fat you are consuming, I am also glad that things are not looking any worse. Wow. So let's get on to the actual panel so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at, because this stuff is just baffling to me. Before, I used to get these blood work panels and I see a couple of red marks here and there. Now, we didn't do a full panel of vitamin deficiencies and stuff like that, because we already know for a fact that we're not deficient at all. This is a conversation me and my doctor had. We went into thorough detail around what I've been doing, what I've been eating. He's very confident that I am not deficient in any way. We also talked about my vitamins and supplements, which include iodine, vitamin B1. This is something new I started taking, by the way. D3 and K2, magnesium glycinate, zinc, and about 3 fish oil tablets a day. Now, I did want to mention I do make my own electrolytes at home. I have my own specific mix that I like to use because I'm not a big fan of buying products I don't feel like I need. And I do provide links down below in the description section for any of these products that I do use if anybody would like to check those out. So, okay, let's take a look at this panel here. And yeah, this is just done a couple days ago, so this is very, very new information I got. Hemoglobin, A1C, I'm looking at 4.9%. Reference range is 4.0 to 6.0. Triglycerides, 56 mg/dl, right in the reference range as well. Look, everything looks perfect here. Cholesterol, 209, very, very minimal. I mean, it looks, like I said, it looks better than it has in the past, which is baffling to me with the amount of bacon I eat, the amount of eggs that I eat, and the overall natural animal fat that I'm consuming. This is kind of mind-boggling to me. HDL cholesterol, 62 milligrams. No big deal. I mean, this is nothing to worry about. Cholesterol HDL ratio, 3.4. Again, that is well within the reference range here. This is kind of amazing to me because I thought everything would be completely out of whack. I thought they'd be wanting to put me on statins. I thought my blood pressure was going to go up. LDL direct, 137. Yeah, of course, that's a little bit high because I eat animal fats, and that's all I eat. I eat a lot of salt, lot of salt. So when I first got into the doctor's office, I'm always met by this nice lady. We go in and get my weight, and this time my weight was pretty interesting. So when I stepped on the scale, I saw a number which is in kilograms. So those of you in Europe, you understand kilograms. That's how my hospital tends to record weight for whatever reason. We don't use pounds, so we have to kind of convert it ourselves. But I saw the lowest number I think I've ever seen my entire time going to this particular hospital, and we did convert the weight, and my weight with my clothes on was 268 pounds even. I was kind of flabbergasted at that point because I thought it was going to be much higher, especially with my clothes on, because I wear flannel pants. So I wanted to do something a little bit more fun to figure out my actual weight once I got home. So this is something I don't normally do. I usually get up like today, this morning for instance, and I go get my weight on my scale. But I wanted to see what all of my clothes weighed. So I put my shirt, my socks, that equals a pound on my scale. There's my underwear, so 1.2 pounds. And we're going to put my pants. My pants are probably the heaviest item that I was wearing. So now we're up to 4.4 pounds. And with my sneakers that I was wearing, we're at a total of 6.2 pounds of weight just with my clothes. That's 6.2 pounds of weight just with clothing. So if we take my previous weight at the hospital, 268 minus 6.2 pounds, that gives me a weight of 261.8 pounds. That is the lowest I have been in this entire weight loss journey. Okay, so my approximate starting weight when I started the weight loss journey was around 435 pounds. Now, minus that 261.8, that brings me down to 173.2 pounds. That is by far the lowest weight I've been on this weight loss journey. And right now it's winter time in Alaska, so I don't expect it to stay the same because weight goes up and down. And typically throughout the winter months, I don't worry about it too much. And we just look forward to spring because we know by springtime, my weight's going to start dramatically dropping again. So while I was in my doctor's office, I did ask him for a basic weight chart, a graph of my weight back to 2012, as far back as we could go. And I did want to see, an overall pattern to see where I was at what time and what was really going on. So my weight has been just up and down throughout the years for one reason or another. 2017, that was my last low point. That was when I was going through a traumatic divorce. I had a lot of family issues. I had a lot of issues going on up here because at that point in my life, I was not eating correctly and I was pretty unstable at that point. So things didn't go well for me for obvious reason. And now you can look at the graph, you can see how it just steadily climbs all the way up until I got to my worst point of over 435 pounds. We're guessing about 460 pounds because the scale I was using was just crap. But anyhow, you can see a whole cluster of weights. And this graph basically tells me the story of my life. So, as I was going, you can see I'm struggling. It just keeps climbing and climbing. And then you see all of these weights that are all together. In that time frame right there, that was where I was going through problems with sleep apnea. So I was in and out of the doctor's office all the time. I had all kind of chronic issues with sleep apnea. I had stomach issues going on. I had eyesight issues going on. Every time we go to the doctor, we have to get a weight. So this is why there's so many of these all compiled into one. And then I took a little bit of time off, so it dropped a little bit. And then it just spiked all the way up to my highest point. That's where my weight loss journey started. That was a year and a half ago. And it looks like I fell off a freaking cliff. That was something the doctor mentioned. He's like, wow, I have rarely see a chart like this where it just goes up, down, and then you got a whole bunch of spikes, and then it just drops completely off. And now I'm down to my lowest point that I've been in this entire weight loss journey. Crazy weight loss. Crazy weight loss. Crazy inches lost. So before we get out of here, I did want to talk a little bit about some of the foods I've been eating in order to achieve these type of results. And right now, I've been eating 1 to 2 ribeye steaks at the end of every day. I eat an OMAD type lifestyle, so I eat my meal at the end of the day around 6 o'clock at night. Cook up my food, 2 ribeye steaks, reindeer sausage. Sometimes I have a bunch of eggs added in there. 5 to 6 eggs is pretty good, and I give myself an approximate 2-hour feeding window to eat the rest of my food. But okay, guys, let me know what you think of this blood work. Is this good stuff? I mean, is this something that everybody else is getting as well? Because I've seen it go both ways. People are saying they got super high cholesterol, super high LDL, their HDL is just completely off the wall, and what I'm seeing thus far isn't that bad. This looks really nice. I mean, this is an improvement over my previous lifestyle eating crap food. So I mean, debunking the carnivore diet so far has not worked for me. Everything I've tried up to this point has just gotten me healthier as a result. I'm making more money now at work. My life at home is improved. Everything about my lifestyle has improved. So, I mean, just let me know what you guys think about this. And as always, guys, I hope to see you in the next one. Now, unfortunately, last night when I ate my steak, my family wanted to eat most of my steak for me. So I'm a little bit hungry, so I'm going to turn around, go over here to my handy dandy air fryer, and we're going to start cooking some food. Time to put the iodine in the coffee. Perfect. Cheers.